and A4 joins the Chelmswood Junction fleet. Roll the intros. Hello and welcome back to Chelmswood Junction. I'm Peter. Today, as the title suggests and as the thumbnail shows you, we have an A4 joining the fleet of Chelmswood Junction. So without further ado, let's not waste any time. Let's get down to the workbench and have a look at a lovely A4 from Hornby. So here we are, guys, down at the workbench, and as you can see, this is the A4 we are going to be talking about. It is 60018 Sparrow Hawk, and it is a Hornby digital sound loco. So before we get looking at around the box and looking at the loco itself, we're going to give you a brief history of the class. The LNER, under the brilliant engineer of Sir Nigel Gresley, designed the streamlined A4 Pacific locomotive. There was 35 A4 locomotives built at Doncaster Works between 1935 and 1938, I believe. And the A4s were built for fast, long-distance journeys between London's King's Cross and Scotland's Edinburgh. Because of the long distance, Sir Nigel Gresley worked out by using a chair and a wall the distance needed for crews to be able to change over while the train was moving by a corridor in the tender. Now, he actually done this at his own home. He basically got one of his walls at home, got a chair, and pulled it close enough and just enough space so he could walk past the chairs. So that's how he knew how much room that he would need for the crews to be able to walk through this gangway corridor on the left-hand side of the tender or the right-hand side of the tender, whichever way you were facing. So the A4s were very famous throughout the world, but the most famous of them is 4468 Mallard, which on the 3rd of July 1938 went on a steam run with the Westinghouse Brakes Company, pulling a train with a dynamometer car, and managed to get a massive 126 miles an hour, 203 kilometers an hour if you are in Europe or in the States or Australia. But when the result was published to the press, it was announced they only done 125 miles an hour. But the charts from the dynamometer car had to be technically looked at, and then it was released that for about a quarter of a mile, that Mallard ran at 126 miles an hour. To this day, she still holds the record for the fastest steam engine in the world. Sparrow Hawk was built in 1937 and entered service on the 27th of November 1937 and was numbered 4463. And when British Rail nationalised the railway, it was renumbered to 60018, as you see the loco here today. Sparrow Hawk was withdrawn from service by British Rail on the 19th of June 1963 and was scrapped. Today there are 6 preserved around the world. 4468 Mallard is preserved at the National Rail Museum at York. So that's just a brief history of this class, and the history of this class is absolutely massive. If I was to go into it in depth, I would be here for hours. So without further ado, let's have a look. As you can see, yes, this is again another second-hand locomotive from Tony's Trains, and again this is it was a bargain, I will say that, and it was a price that me and Tony will keep to ourselves. So the front, as you can see, is the lovely side-on view of the locomotive. The top, obviously, you get the top view of the locomotive. Bottom is the usual information in different languages, the barcode, and the Hornby DCC fitted logo with the catalogue number and the description of the loco. On the other end, again, which is usually a blank red bit with Hornby written on it. And the all-important code that you would need in this one is R2991XS BR A4 Sparrow Hawk in 60018 with sound decoder fitted, and it's DCC fitted, obviously. Now this decoder looks like it's been set to 6018, so that's an easy number to remember. On the back of the box you get a history of the locomotive, and also it tells you about the digital sound that you can get on the loco. So without further ado, let's get the box open and let's have a look inside. The box is a little bit tired, a little bit tatty, and as you can see, once I remove this bit, it is the old polystyrene box. So we've got something different to have a look at. So I'm going to remove the top bit, just like that, and straight away I can see that that wire seems to be quite long. So I'm going to be having a look at that. I might have to do something to shorten that, maybe, you know, put it together with a bit of tape or something, because it does look a bit long and it possibly could catch. So we're going to get the locomotive out of the polystyrene, put that bit out of the way, and we'll have a look around the loco. So I'm just going to drop you down a little bit, guys, so we can get in there nice and close for you. There we go. And we're going to zoom you in a little bit. So as you can see, the loco has got sprung buffers, and there's only one NEM pocket tension lock coupling at the back on the tender, which is perfect for my layout. Looking around the side, there's no scrapes or scratches that I can see. All the detailing parts are in the right place. The wheels on the front bogie, the front bogie seem to be moving quite nicely. And if we look underneath carefully, you can see that the person that had it before me has gone and installed on the actual engine the brake rodding that you would have seen on the real thing. And what we'll do is we'll turn the loco around a little bit and have a look at the back. The back is not too much detail on there. There's no lamp irons on there that I can see. Possibly obviously there, but that might have been broken off. But then again, it might not have been there in the first place. But feeling it, it feels like it could have been broken off. There are metal handrails on the side there. Again, the buffers on the back of the tender are not sprung. And as we turn the loco around further, sorry guys, just turn it around a bit for you. And on this side, again, it looks to be in pretty pristine condition. So what I'm going to do next, guys, is I'm going to pause the camera, put it onto the programming track, and get it programmed into the ECOS. So after a few minutes, guys, I've now got 60018 Sparrow Hawk programmed into the ECOS. Now, you may be thinking, hold on a minute, Peter didn't show us the destruction manual or the manual for the sound functions. You will be correct, there was none. So we all know the Hornby destruction manual inside out. We know where to oil things up, we know how to put a decoder in, etc, etc. One steam engine is exactly the same as another steam engine. One diesel is the same from another diesel. But the awkward problem is I didn't have a list of the sound functions. So I actually went onto the internet, had a look around, and couldn't find them. And then I had a thought came into my mind, YouTube, and straight away I thought of Intercity 82's channel, William. Now, I don't know if William is still doing videos anymore. He used to do a lot of videos, and like a lot of people, I am a subscriber to his channel. So William, if you are out there and you are listening to this, please come back. We do miss you. But obviously people do go in and out of the hobby and have other things with life that stops us from doing videos. So I went onto William's YouTube channel, found that he'd done a video on Sparrow Hawk, listened to the sound functions and wrote them down, and he also showed the instruction manual with the sound file codes and what they were on the screen. So I just quickly paused it, quickly wrote them down onto the computer, and hey presto, I can now show you what they are. So without further ado, let's turn her on. And as you can hear, she's purring away quite nicely, steaming away. So that is on function 1. Function 2 is a lovely steam chime whistle, and I think that's a really nice one. Function 3 is coupler clank. And it's the same, I think. I don't think it changes. So on the third attempt, it's the same sound, so it doesn't alternate between sounds. Function 4 is the air pump. Quite a nice sound. F5 is the injectors. F6 is shunting mode. F7 is coal shoveling. F8, good old fashioned guards whistle. F9 is brake release. F10 is another steam chime. And number 11, again, another little steam chime. So without further ado, guys, let's move this loco and see what she sounds like. And straight away, it is very, very responsive. Very quick off the mark. So I might have to change the acceleration and braking CVs on this. And when it stops, not like the TTS on the Black 5, you've got a brake application. Ooh. Oh, bit of dirty track there. Let's just bring it back into view for you guys. And I can get it down to a pretty good crawl. So, lovely, lovely loco this is. This is a nice one to join the fleet. So, for my conclusion on the Hornby A4 60014 Sparrow Hawk, what do I think? Is it worth the money that I paid? Most definitely. Lovely loco. Yes, the packaging was a bit tired and worn, but that's not the problem. What we want to know about is how good the locomotive is, how good the sound file is. And as you heard, it's got quite a nice little sound file on there. There's not that many functions on there, but there is enough to get you going. And there is 3 really, really nice whistles on there. And it's not tinny at all. Would this be suffice for an upgrade on the speaker? That is something I could look down into the future. So you never know, I may upgrade the speaker to maybe a mecha bass kind of speaker, or maybe an EM1 or something like that. You never know. It depends on what space I've got in the tender. Would I recommend buying it? If you can get one quite cheaply, then yes, go ahead and get one. But obviously make sure if you do buy one, make sure if it's like a place like eBay, then make sure that the person that's selling it is to you has told you what address they have set it to. A lot of people that do sell things on eBay will restore the address back to number 3, which is the manufacturer default. So bear that in mind, guys. If you do buy DCC Sound locos, always double check with the seller what the address is of the loco, because then that way when you get it home, I'm quite lucky with the ECOS, I can just put it onto this programming track, press scan, and it does everything for me. It tells me everything I need to know. So if it's like I just did with the A4, it came up with 6014. I don't do large numbers on my ECOS, so I programmed it down to 26, named it Sparrow Hawk, done the functions for it. Happy days, you've now seen it up and running. So it's a good thumbs up. So bear that in mind, guys, if you are buying a sound loco from places like eBay. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I have enjoyed, as always, making it for you. If you have liked the video, guys, please hit that like button down below. If you've got any questions at all about the Sparrow Hawk or on the history that I pulled up, or if I've got a bit of history wrong, then please do ask any questions or put a comment down below if I've got the history wrong. Please, we're all learning, which every day is a school day in my book, so we all learn via a mistake. So if I have made a mistake on the history, please let me know down below. If you're a subscriber, great big thumbs up. Thank you for joining my channel, and a big thank you to the new people that are joining my channel. I've had quite a lot join recently. Hope that you are enjoying the content so far, and I hope you enjoy future content. The people that have been with me for a very long time, thank you very much. I hope you're still enjoying the content that I'm doing for you so far. What's coming up next? Well, the next video will be a DCC sound running session. I've now got enough sound locos to be able to do a nice little sounds running session, so that's coming up soon. Also, I've got builds coming up, and it's getting close to the 1,000 subscribers special, and that will be a competition. Like I said, not too sure exactly how it is all going to work. That's something that I'm planning at the moment. I've still got a bit of a way to go before I get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. So once again, if you're not a subscriber, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon and click all, so that way you get notified of all my videos that are coming out. If you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, guys, there should be a link coming up here and here. Until the next time, guys, look after yourselves, look after your loved ones, but above all, happy modelling, and bye-bye from Chelmswood Junction.